this video, we'll solve more questions from exercise 8.1. So here I have taken question number 6. Up to question number 5, you have already done. The question number 6 is, find the area of the region in the first quadrant enclosed by the x-axis, line x equals to root 3y, and the circle x square plus y square equals to 4. The first thing we have to do here is, we have to plot the circle and the line on the graph, comparing with the general form of the equation x square plus y square equals to a square. So this 4 can be written as 2 square, so that a value will be 2. So this a is nothing but the radius of the circle. So in the graph we make a division. So this is 1, 2, 3, and here 1, 2, similarly. So taking 2 units, we need to draw a circle with its center at the origin. So here I have drawn the circle with the center at the origin and the radius 2 units. Now this point 2, 0, and here it is 0, 2. Now we need to draw the line which is given by x equals to root 3y. So in order to draw the line, we require at least 2 points. So by putting here different values of y, we calculate the value for x, and using that point, we draw a line on the graph. So here I have taken when y equals to 0, then x will also be 0 because this is right hand side, 0 into root 3 is 0. And in the second case, I have taken y value root 3. In that case, it will be root 3 into root 3, then we get x equals to 3. So this represents the point 0, 0. And next is when x equals to 3, y equals to root 3. So x here is 3, and this root 3 means it's very near to 1.7. So 2 division is here and 3 is here. It will be somewhere here. So let me give the point. So this represents 3, root 3. So we can draw a line now. So this is a line given by x equals to root 3y. Now we need to find this intersecting point where the line and the circle intersect. The point of intersection between the line x equals to root 3y and the curve x square plus y square equals to 4 is given by. So what we do here is, we put this value for x, which is root 3y, in the equation of the circle, and then we solve, then we get the points. So here, I have replaced this x by root 3y, and then after simplifying, it will be 3y square plus y square equals to 4. 3y square plus y square is 4y square, and 4 and 4 will get cancelled. So at last you will get y square equals to 1. So this square, it means that the value for y will be 2 values. So y equals to plus or minus 1, or y equals to 1 and minus 1. So these are the 2 values for y. So now we put this y equals to 1 here, then you will get x equals to root 3. So when y equals to 1, then x equals to root 3. So this is a point here, and when y equals to minus 1, if we put minus 1 here, then x will be minus root over 3. So this is the point on the third quadrant here. The line and the circle, they are intersecting at 2 points. So we have got that point. So now let us write the point. Give this point the name A and this point B. We write the coordinate here, A root 3, 1, and here B minus root 3, minus 1. Now after this, we have to set the region whose area is to be calculated. According to the question, we have to find the area between x-axis, the line, and the curve or the circle. So this is the area that is required to be calculated. So let me set this area. Now if we zoom this area, then it will be somewhat like this, and this coordinate or this point is a root 3 comma 1, and this is d 2 comma 0, this point, and here it is the origin 0 comma 0, and here we have to draw a perpendicular, and this point here it will be, this is the coordinate of x-axis root 3, so it will be root 3 and it is on the x-axis, so that the y coordinate will be 0, so that this point will be root 3 comma 0, because this point and this point, they are at the same distance from the origin along x-axis, so it will be root 3, but here this point is on the x-axis, so that y coordinate will be 0, and in this way we divide the whole area into two parts. So we require to calculate the area separately by taking the vertical stripes here. So these are the vertical stripes. Therefore the area of ODA, that is total area, is divided into area OCA, so this area on the left side, plus the area CDA. So this is the area on the right side of this vertical line. So let this be equation number 1. Now we calculate the area which is on the left. So area OCA equals to integration. So here we have taken the vertical stripe. The limit will be from left to right. So 0, x coordinate here is 0, and here x coordinate is root 3. So the lower limit will be 0, upper limit will be root 3, because we have to integrate from here origin till C along x-axis. So it will be 0 to root over 3, and we have taken the vertical step, so it will be y dx. So this y, we have to take the equation of the curve. So in the left side, only the curve here is the straight line. So this y expression will be given by the equation of the straight line, so which is x equals to root 3y. So here y will be x by root 3. So integration from 0 to root 3, x by root 3 into dx. This left area is related to this curve, which is the straight line. So in this way we have to take the y expression from the equation of straight line. Now integrating this, 1 by root 3 is constant, then integration of x dx is x square by 2, and after putting the upper limit and lower limit, we get 3 root 3 by 6, and here we cancel, and it will be root 3 by 2. So this is the area of OCA. Now similarly we find the area, this ACD. So area will be given by, so here also we have to integrate along the x-axis. The starting point is root 3 and ending point is 2. So limit will be root 3 to 2. And we have taken the vertical step, so it will be y dx. But here, the curve associated with this area is the circle. This y expression we have to take from the equation of circle. So circle equation as already given is x square plus y square equals to 4. From there, y equals to under root 4 minus x square. So integration from root 3 to 2 under root 4 minus x square dx. So here we have to use the formula integration of a square minus x square. And after using that formula, we get this expression. And putting the upper limit, so wherever there is x, we put 2, then minus, and we put the lower limit. So lower limit is root 3. So wherever there is x here, we put root 3. Then here it will be 2 square is 4, 4 minus 4 is 0. So first term will be 0. 4 by 2 is 2. So 2 sine inverse 2 by 2 is 1. Sine inverse 1 is sine 90 degree is 1. So here it will be 2 pi by 2. Then this minus sign. And here it will be 4 minus root 3 whole square is 3 only. So 4 minus 3 is 1. So it will be root 3 by 2. Then plus into minus minus. And here 4 by 2 is 2. And sine inverse root 3 by 2. So root 3 by 2 is sine 60 degree. So sine and sine inverse will get cancelled. And then we get 60 degree. 60 degree in terms of pi is pi by 3. So here this 2 pi by 2 and minus 2 pi by 3, we simplify and we get pi by 3 minus this root 3 by 2. So let this be equation number 3, which is the area of the CDA. Now we have to use equation 2 and 3 in 1. And we get area of ODA equals to, which is the total area, root 3 by 2. This we have got from equation 2 plus pi by 3 minus root 3 by 2. So this we have got from the equation number 3. So here root 3 by 2 minus root 3 by 2 will get cancelled and the final answer will be pi by 3. So the area of ODA equals to pi by 3 square units. So this is the answer. Now let me give idea regarding question number 7. The question is, find the area of the smaller part of the circle x square plus y square equals to a square cut off by the line x equals to a by root 2. So here two curves is given, one is the circle and another is the straight line. So first we draw the circle. Here no particular radius is given, so we have to take a. So with the center at the origin, we draw a circle. And this distance from the center we take as a, which is the radius of the circle. So that this point will be a comma 0 and this point will be 0 comma a. Now we have to draw the line. So this line x equals to a by root 2. So 1 by root 2 is 0.7 and a, so almost near to this point. It will be more than half but less than 1. So let us draw a line here somewhere, which is represented by x equals to a by root 2. Now the area of the smaller part of the circle is this area. So this is the area of the larger part of the circle. So we need to find this area. So let me set this area and give the name ADBC. So this area is symmetric about x-axis. So if we calculate the area of this upper half ABC, then if we multiply with 2, then we get the total area. So here we have to take the vertical step, and this point is a by root 2 comma 0. So the area ADBC equals to 2 into area ABC, which equals to 2, this 2 into area ABC means integration. So we have taken the vertical step. So this point is a by root 2. We have to integrate up to this point, which is a. Lower limit will be a by root 2 and upper limit will be a. And we have taken the vertical step, so it will be y and dx. So this y expression we have to take from this equation of the circle. So this you can integrate and do by yourself. Now let me help you in understanding question number 9, and the question is, find the area of the region bounded by the parabola y equals to x square and y equals to mod of x. So first we plot parabola on the graph. equation of parabola is y equals to x square. So it will be open upwards in this way. So this green curve represents a parabola given by x square equals to y. And here there is a modulus function. This modulus means y equals to x when x value is greater than or equals to 0, like 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And this y will be minus x if x is less than or equals to 0. That means minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, etc. So depending upon the positive value of x, y equals to x, and if the x value is negative, then it will be y equals to minus x. Now for y equals to mod of x, the table of values, so which will help us to plot this line on the graph. Now for x greater than or equals to 0, so we need to get 2 points, and here because of x greater or equals to 0, x value can be 0 also and greater than 0. So while putting x equals to 0 here, then y will be 0. So the first point we get 0, 0, and we have to take the positive integer. So here I have taken x equals to 1, which satisfies this condition, and putting x equals to 1 here, we get y equals to 1. So the second point will be 1, 1. And for negative value of x, similarly we get the 2 points. Now for first point, we put x equals to 0 because this 0 can also be considered here because of this less than or equals to symbol. So when x equals to 0, then y is also 0. Then we get the first point 0, 0. Now we have to take the negative value. So here I have taken minus 1. So when we take x equals to minus 1 and replace it here, then because of this mod sign, y will be plus 1. So this is the difference. If you put x equals to minus 2 here, then because of this modulus sign, y will be plus 2. So if you put any negative integer here for the value of x, the value of y will be always positive. So this is the modulus function. So the first point here is 0, 0, so which is the origin. So here is the origin, and the second point is 1, 1. So here I have made a division 1. So 1 along x-axis is here, and 1 along y-axis is here. So they will meet somewhere here. So that will be the second point. Now we have to draw a line joining these 2 points. And this is the line joining the 2 points. Now for the second, the first point is 0, 0, which is same as here. And the second point is minus 1, 1. So x equals to minus 1 is here, and y equals to plus 1 is somewhere here. So we will get the second point here, and we draw a line joining these 2 points, and we get the second line in this way. So we have to find the area of the region bounded by the parabola, this parabola, and y equals to mod of x. So these are the regions bounded by the parabola and y equals to mod of x. We need to find the area of this shaded region. So from the figure itself, we came to know that these two regions have same area, and to find the total area, we need to calculate the area of any one of the regions, and we multiply by 2 to get the total area. So before finding the area, we need to find this intersecting point where the parabola and this line intersect here. So in order to find this point, we need to solve the parabola equation and the straight line equation. So this straight line is given by y equals to x. So this line is given by y equals to minus x, which I have already explained just before. So what we do here is we put this y equals to x here in the equation of parabola, and x square equals to this y replaced by x, so it will be x square equals to x. So we shift this to the left hand side and take x common, so that x within bracket x minus 1 will be 0. So from here we get two values of x. One is x equals to 0 and another one is x equals to 1. So these are the two values. Now we need to put these two values here or here to get the intersecting point. When x equals to 0, then y equals to 0. So I put the value of x here. So when x equals to 0, y is also 0. So this is the origin. So at the origin also this line and this parabola have meet each other. And we take the next value now, x equals to 1. So when x equals to 1, we put here 1, then y is also equals to 1. So this intersecting point is the 1, 1. So the point of intersection are A 0, 0, so this is A, and B 1, 1, so this is point B. So after finding the intersecting point, now we calculate the area between this line and the parabola. As I have already explained you that the total area equals to 2 into area of OAB. So if we calculate this area and multiply by 2, then we get total area of both. But here there is a difficulty. This area is not along either x-axis or y-axis. So we cannot get the area directly. So what we have to do here is we drop a perpendicular from this point B 1, 1 here, and the point B is at a distance 1 unit from the y-axis. So here also, as we have dropped the perpendicular, this point will be 1, 0, because distance of this point from y-axis will be 1 only, same, and y coordinate is 0 on the x-axis. So let us keep the point name C, and the coordinate is 1, 0. Now the area OAB, this area shaded region, will be given by area OCB, this total triangular area here, minus area OABC. So OABC means this area which is in black color. So first we find the total area, this triangle, and then we subtract this area to get the area OAB. Now this area OCB is related to the this equation of the straight line, so that the limit runs from here 0 to 1, x coordinate is from 0 to 1 for this area. So it will be integration from 0 to 1 y dx. We are integrating along x-axis taking vertical stripe, then minus, then area OABC. OABC means this black area is related to the curve parabola, this curve. So here also we have to take the vertical stripe starting from 0 till 1. So lower limit will be 0, 1, and y dx. Now, as I have already told you, this area OCB is related to the curve straight line y equals to x, and this area OACB is related to the parabola. So here for the expression for y, we have to take out from the equation of straight line this equation y equals to x, and for this expression for y, we have to take out the expression of y from the equation of parabola. So this thing you have to keep in mind. So here from the equation of straight line y equals to x, so this y will be replaced by x, so it will be simply 0 to 1 x dx. But for the second one, we have to take this from the parabola equation. So from here parabola equation is y equals to x square, so this y will be replaced by x square and then this dx. Now you can integrate and find the total area. Now let me give you some idea related to question number 10. So question is, find the area bounded by the curve x square equals to 4y and the line x equals to 4y minus 2. So as usual, we have to plot the two curves on the graph. So this x square equals to 4y is a parabola symmetric about y-axis and will be open upwards. So this green curve corresponds to x square equals to 4y. Now second, we have to plot this line. So in order to plot the line, we need 2 points. So here I have calculated the 2 points. First by putting y equals to 0, then x equals to minus 2. So minus 2 comma 0 is the first point. And when I put y equals to 1, then x equals to 4 minus 2, it will be 2. So 2 comma 1 is the second point. So first of all, let me make a division on the x-axis and y-axis. The first point is minus 2 comma 0. So x equals to minus 2 is here and y is 0. So this is the first point. And the second point is 2 comma 1. So x equals to 2 and y equals to 1. So somewhere here. So this is the second point. So now let me draw a line passing through these 2 points, which represents x equals to 4y minus 2. So this brown line represents this equation x equals to 4y minus 2. Now the area bounded by the two curves is this area. So which is shaded. So in question number 9, the two area on the left and right side of y-axis was symmetric. But here the area on the left and right are not symmetric. This area on the right is greater than the area on the left. So we need to calculate separately here, and at last we have to add the two area. Now before finding the area, we need to find out these 2 points where the two curves intersect each other. So this can be done by solving the straight line equation and the parabola equation, like in question number 9. And from there we get 2 points, and from this point we drop a perpendicular on the x-axis to calculate the area on the right of the y-axis, this area. And in order to calculate the area on the left side of y-axis, this small area, we also need to drop a perpendicular on x-axis from this point. Now, in the same way that you have calculated the area in question number 9, we need to find the total area, this area, and then we subtract this area, black area, to get this shaded region. And that will be the area on the right side. And in order to find the area, this area on the left side, in the similar way, we have to first calculate the total area, this area, and then we subtract this small area, and then we get the area of this region, and then at last we add the two area to find the total area bounded by the curve x square equals to 4y and the line x equals to 4y minus 2. So this part you do by yourself.